True. How would you feel if you worked for someone who regularly articulated that women are simply more emotional than men? And it's just, it's so hard for us to handle so many tasks. I laugh at that when you think about the fact that 45 minutes after this story crossed, the guy who says he doesn't let people curse in front of women sent to NBC that the story was BS. BS, remember what the S stands for, a story largely reported on by women, and his response, I'd like to say, was highly emotional.
Not an unfair point, Steph. I actually think we can put up a list also of what you mentioned at the top there, which is all of these names that the president has been called. John Kelly called him an idiot. H.R. McMaster, a dope, the intelligence of a kindergartner. Tillerson, again with the swearing, effing moron. Gary Cohn, dumb as, oh, look, more swearing. Reince Priebus as an idiot, just as a taste of this. But, Carol, let's go back to, as well, what Stephanie mentioned about the idea that women, he believes, are more emotional than men. I mean, there are actually, while there are fewer women in cabinet roles, and we've seen in past administrations, there are several prominent women who are in the president's inner circle. Kellyanne Conway, Sarah Huckabee Sanders. He relied very heavily on Hope Hicks. Where is this particular kind of line of thinking from John Kelly coming from?
Well, we talked to some people who had worked with John Kelly over the years who said these are just kind of his views, for better or worse, that he has some sort of antiquated views about women. So he also, people have told us that he's close with or has a good relationship with Kellyanne Conway as well. And his right-hand person is a woman who's now at the head of the Department of Homeland Security, and replaced him there. So it's not a one-dimensional sort of picture, but that is kind of reflected in the way that the White House spokespeople that I talked to pushed back on this, or what their response was when we asked them about our reporting on what Kelly has said about women. They said, well, he's the biggest gentleman in the room. He will say, if a man curses in a meeting, he'll say, hold on, there's a lady present, which is just, again, reflective of kind of an old view. We all now live and work in workplaces where we can all swear equally, right? No, I mean, it doesn't matter who you are.
I certainly do, although I'm not allowed to do it in this setting.
We're from Philly. So it's just his views on women, but really shocked some people, or just the things that would come out of his mouth. I mean, we spoke to a number of people who said that it's just as if there's no filter.
And I mean, Casey,
yep.
if the way he thinks is Rob Porter's ex-wives really need to move on, and he looked forward to the moment when he could restore Rob Porter's honor, put that in one category. That he thinks is A-okay. But don't you be using any swear words in front of the girls. That is just not reflective of any normal corporate environment or political environment in 2018. Not to say that he doesn't have a hard job. The fact that he did have to convince the president not to take 25,000 troops from South Korea on the evening of the Winter Olympics speaks to the fact that John Kelly has a really tough job. But I think our story takes you to the point that he's got a really tough job, and he may not be having the smoothest ride conducting it.
Fair enough. Stephanie Ruhle, Carol Lee, thank you both so much. Great reporting. The Washington Post first report.